Parish Church welcomes thousands of visitors every year, but very few of them get a chance to go up the tower. But I reckon most of them would love to see the view from the top. Today I'm going up with Mike Mason. He knows the tower really well and he'll make sure we get up and down safely. Of course, we couldn't just let anybody go up the tower. Just think if somebody had an attack of vertigo, they could get stuck and couldn't go either up nor down. The first opening that diverges from the stone spiral staircase leads to the organ loft in front of the west window. The organ was put there in 1969, but the space has been used by bell ringers. If you look at the Ringer Bells pub sign, it looks like the ringers are in front of that window. Our church tower is just over 80 feet tall, which is not quite 25 metres, so it's hardly the tallest tower there is. I mean, after all, Salisbury Cathedral is 5 times that. The base is about 24 feet wide, that's 8 metres, and it was built in the 13th century, but by around 1660. It was in ruins. Mike is just a few steps in front of me. He stopped to show me one of the tower's treasures. What are we looking at there, Mike?
That is the actual clock mechanism itself. Obviously, years ago it used to wind up, but now it's wired up to the mains, and it's now, you know, obviously it's self-regulating.
But of course, housing the clock isn't the main purpose of the ringing chamber. It's from here that the bells are rung by the team of bell ringers. They practice on Wednesday evenings and ring most Sundays and for other services. Somewhere around here, the diameter goes down to 22 inches. And the stones of the first Saxon church built on this site have been reincorporated in the 13th century building. And some of the sandstone past which I'm walking must have been some of those stones. They've come from, they think, from the Roman fort at Watercrook. When the Saxons destroyed the Roman fort, they brought some of the stones here. What's happening now, Mike? Now, we're almost up to the point where the bells are not rung from, but the actual bells ring, the belfry. And this gets very narrow here. Got to slide in here. This is where the bells are kept. Well, you can see why not everybody can come up here, because if these bells were, if they were the other way up, it could be A, very noisy, and B, dangerous. So how many bells have we got, Mike?
Tennis, I think I'm not.
You don't know? You must have counted.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, I think. That's the Sanctus bell. That one actually came from Old Hallows Church.
Mike knows a lot about the bells, but now I want to get out onto the roof. How do we get to the last bit? Mike takes the lead to open the skylight. Certainly picked the right day to do this.
Definitely.
Absolutely. It is a marvellous view, isn't it? I mean, there's nothing like it.
You can see St Thomas's on a really straight view, but the trees are stopping it all now because they've got a pale. So it's right. If you look to the right there at the town hall, you can just see the pinnacles of the church. It's just a fantastic view.
Can we see your house from here?
Only just. You can just see the gable end, I think, but we can see the tower from there. It's, yeah, it's a lovely view right round. It's peaceful. Well, you can look down there, you can see the children's play park. Even I have at home there having high tea on the old dance floor. Aye.
So that's the castle we're looking at over that way.
Yeah.
And
You're allotment, Stephen.
I can see we've missed a couple of weeds.
That of course used to be the old vicarage, and 1908 we decided we wanted a bigger hall, so it was opened in 1912, and then of course that was the old church school, Kirkland School, they all down there, Kirkland and Nether Hall. But that was all encompassed by railings at one time.
And of course we haven't mentioned the river. Has it ever flooded either the hall or the church?
Well, the church itself, no, because the church has a void beneath the seating, and it has what they call flood tanks. You see where that little lump of green grass is? Well, that's where we call that Tilly Hill. But if you look to the right of that, where all the white houses are facing you, they're all Kirkbarrow, and where they go to that brown bronzy colour, that's Vicarage Parks, or the start of Vicarage Parks. And then after that, they started painting them all white again.
So there you have it. That's the view from the top of our church tower without having to negotiate spiral staircases or vertical steel ladders.